Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Throughout NHL history, there have been many detested players. These individuals might be despised by fans, other players, referees, coaches, or teammates. Let's look at the 5 most hated NHL players of all time. Number 5. Claude Lemieux. Claude Lemieux was regarded as one of the finest clutch players of his era, but he was also reviled for getting under opponents' skin and crossing the line into dirty play. Lemieux is most known for reportedly biting Calgary Flames forward Jin Piplinski during a game between the Montreal Canadiens and the Calgary Flames. Chris Draper of Detroit was hit from behind by Lemieux in 1996, and Draper went face first against the boards. The consequence was a concussion, a broken jaw, a broken nose, and a shattered cheekbone. It also helped cement an often savage rivalry between the Avalanche and the Red Wings for the following 10 years. For his conduct, Lemieux was given a 2-game ban. The Buckingham, Quebec native was an agitator, a nuisance, and a filthy player who was prepared to go to any length to help his side win a hockey game. Consequently, 3 distinct organizations won Stanley Cups and the enmity and hatred of opposing players and fans across the NHL. Number 4. Chris Pronger. Chris Pronger was despised in Edmonton for obvious reasons. The huge defenseman wanted a trade out of town shortly after helping lead the Oilers to the Stanley Cup final in 2006. The Oilers hadn't made the playoffs since, and Edmonton fans despised Pronger. Pronger was loathed around the league, largely because of how he played the game. The 6'6", 210-pound native of Dryden, Ontario, was known for his rough style of play, which frequently crossed the line and resulted in harm to opponents. The most memorable incident occurred in March 2008, when Pronger received an 8-game suspension for stomping on Vancouver's Ryan Kesler's leg. Pronger was also punished by the NHL twice during the 2007 playoffs. Once for a hit on Tomas Holmstrom in the Western Conference Final, and again for a punch to the head of Ottawa's Dean McAmmond in the Stanley Cup Final. The NHL suspended Pronger 8 times before concussions, and other problems jeopardized his career. Pronger's career may be finished, but he's still regarded as one of the league's most reviled players. Number 3. Matt Cooke. Is it possible for a hockey player to completely modify his game? After 5 seasons with the Pittsburgh Penguins, Matt Cooke, who will join the Minnesota Wild this fall, has been asked that question by fans. Cooke was a top-notch agitator and a nuisance. His strategy is to annoy opponents and provoke retribution, resulting in power plays for his team. Cooke has, however, frequently exceeded the line with his acts, leading to fines, bans, and even the motivation for a rule change. In 2010, Cooke struck a strike to the skull of Boston's Mark Savard, which became one of his most renowned hits. Cooke was not penalized, but the incident aided in the league's decision to ban head blows. After the Savard hit, some of Cooke's teammates, notably veteran Bill Guerin, refused to back him up. Cooke was subsequently banned for a nasty hit from behind on Columbus' Fedor Tutin and an elbow to the head of Rangers' Ryan McDonough. Number 2. Dale Hunter. Dale Hunter was a player that everyone wanted on their side, but no one wanted to play against. He appeared in 1,407 NHL games for the Nordiques, Capitals, and Avalanche, accumulating 3,563 penalty minutes. In his NHL career, he had 11 seasons with more than 200 penalty minutes. However, Hunter's most memorable moments was in Game 6 of the Capitals-Islanders playoff series in 1993. The Islanders' Pierre Turgeon grabbed the puck from Hunter and scored a goal that effectively ended the series. Hunter assaulted Turgeon and dislocated his shoulder a few seconds after the game ended. Hunter was banned for the first 21 games of the next season, the longest penalty in league history. This episode defined Hunter's career, and it is one for which he is most remembered. Number 1. Dave Schultz. No team in the 1970s was more despised than the Broad Street Bullies, and no player on those Flyers teams was more despised than Dave the Hammer Schultz. Schultz and his teammates raised the bar for fighting and aggressive hockey. In 1974 and 1975, they employed intimidation as a strategy to defeat more talented hockey teams and won back-to-back Stanley Cups. As a result, the Flyers were the first expansion franchise to win a championship. He didn't always win his fights, but he also didn't back down from a challenge. Schultz led the Flyers to their first title in 1973-1974, scoring 20 goals and accumulating 348 penalty minutes. He beat up Dale Rolfe in Game 7 of the playoffs against the Rangers, which helped the Flyers gain momentum in a 4-3 win. He broke an NHL record a year later by receiving 472 penalty minutes in 76 games, as the Flyers won their second consecutive championship. Schultz has 2,294 penalties in 535 NHL games toward the end of his career. In 2009, he was inducted into the Flyers Hall of Fame after leading the team to a 4-3 victory. Although hockey is based on bad blood, some players generate more ire than others on the rink. The guys that get under everyone's skin, whether on the ice or at home, watching from afar. Well, this brings us to the end of our video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. We will see you soon in another video. Until then, take care and goodbye!